Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. So Cadiz 4, Manchester United 2 is how it's ended in Spain. Manchester United have a horrible record in Spain. I think we've won like 6 out of 30 games over there. And it continues even in these mid-season friendlies. We've got another game against Betis at the weekend, which will be much more difficult. And today, Manchester United losing 4-2. In the second half, we saw wholesale changes to the team. We saw a lot of the academy players coming in, 6 FA Youth Cup winners. It would have been a learning experience for them. Some heavy challenges going in, the referee not giving a lot. They would have learnt a lot. There was a few positives. Anthony Martial gets a goal, a cheeky little Panenka penalty, a tribute to Hakimi. Not what the Spanish public would have wanted to be seeing, but Anthony Martial did that in the first half. And Kobbie Mainoo getting a goal for Manchester United as well. Highly rated youngster. He had a little bit of luck with the goal. It was deflected, but some good feet in the move and trickery inside the box to find the space and find the angle for the shot. A little bit of luck with the deflection, but he deserved it for his positivity. But apart from that, United didn't really have much to write home about. In the first half, we did see a lot of first teamers playing, the likes of Lindelof, McTominay, Donny van der Beek and Anthony Martial. We also saw the likes of Garnacho, Ilanga, Zidane Iqbal starting. Williams, Tedam Mengi and Aaron Wan-Bissaka made returns to the team. They haven't played for an awfully long time. And Dubravka started in goal. And I'm not going to lie, it may be a little bit harsh. And you kind of got to, you know, take everything I say here with the fact that a lot of these players haven't played in a long time. It is just a pre-season friendly. It is about getting mid-season friendly. It is just about getting fitness. But I don't think Dubravka covered himself in glory today. For the fourth goal as well, I thought he could have done a little bit better. He looked a bit rash at times. He was one of the only players, the only player that played 90 minutes in the game. As I said, we changed the whole outfield in the second half. But in the first half, we started too slow. We started really sloppy. You know, Cadiz were really up for it. And they get 2 early goals inside like the first 10-13 minutes. The first goal, a well-worked free kick. But for Manchester United, our defence was, you know, so badly organised. And maybe you could put that down to the fact that you got, you know, 3 players coming in that haven't played for an awfully long time. But you've still got to be doing a lot better than what we saw, and it was really poor. Lindelof gets caught under the ball. He wasn't the only one at fault. And Cadiz score, Sanchez getting the goal. And then they went 2-0 up after 13 minutes. After Anthony Martial had a decent effort, turn, run, shot. You know, it was decent effort, but the keeper should have saved it. And then Cadiz went 2-0 up. The defence were backing off, chasing tails. Really poor. Negredo with Alvaro Negredo with an intelligent step over in the box, and Lozano finishes it, and it's 2-0. And then Manchester United have to get back into the game and have to start trying to make things happen. We win a free kick. Anthony Martial wins the free kick, takes it, blazes it over. But then shortly after that, Zidane Iqbal with the 1-2 to get into the box. Fantastic feet, fantastic movement. He gets into the box. He's about to score. And then gets pulled down for the penalty. Anthony Martial with the Panenka, as I said, to make it 2-1. Then I thought Zidane really grew well into the game. McTominay and Donny van der Beek, as the experienced ones, have to do a little bit better in my opinion. Ilanga, poor in the first half. I thought Anthony Martial looked bright, looked lively, getting on the ball, holding the ball up, bringing others into play. When we did have possession in the final third, Garnacho was probably our brightest player in terms of how, you know, every time he got on the ball, it looked like he could make something happen. He sent one of the Cadiz players for a hot dog in the early stages as he nutmegged him and got into the box. And I thought he looked really lively at times. But Manchester United grew into the game as it went on. You know, Zidane Iqbal I thought looked good. Anthony Martial did okay. Who else in the first half? Not much really. Garnacho as well, as I said. And then second half, we see those wholesale changes. We change the outfield. You see the likes of Gerardo coming in. who I thought did okay. Fredrickson, Bernard, Murray, Savage, Kobe Mainoo, as I said, I think he did well as well. Hansen Aaron, Emran, Sharatire did one great flick in the second half, which I thought looked really good. McNeil played as well, which I was happy to see, but unfortunately we didn't really create anything for him. So we saw 6 FA Youth Cup winners coming on and some highly rated young players. We get the equaliser straight away. Kobe Mainoo, bit of luck, you know, but there was some intelligent movement, good feet in there, finds a space, finds an angle, gets his shot away, gets a deflected effort. 2-2, Man United back in the game. But then we kind of, you know, you get drawn into a battle with Cadiz, the more experienced heads in their team. United maybe get a little bit excited because we get the equaliser and we want to go for it. And then Sabrino scores 3-2 for them. It was appeals for offside. Maybe it was offside. I'm not 100% sure. You'd have to check it out. United's defence seemed convinced. And even the player, as he tucked it in, seemed like, am I offside? And maybe I am. As the shot/cross was fired into the back post, it was a good finish from him. Could have been offside. And then Alarcon makes it 4-2. And as I said, this was where Savage, I think, lost the ball. It was a little bit sloppy. Maybe the pass was fired into him a little bit too strongly, close to his feet. But then, you know, we make that mistake. They play the 1-2, get into the box, and Alarcon with the finish. It looked like a good finish, but for me, Dubravka gets a hand on it, and he should have been doing better. So the game ends 4-2. United youngsters in the end, you know, given a little bit of a challenge, and plenty of players making a return after a while, and a few players getting some much needed minutes. Obviously, you don't want to be losing any game, but it is only pre-season, although it is disappointing to see United lose, because I was looking forward to this game today. Although we got a good performance from Zidane Iqbal, from Garnacho, we got a goal from Anthony Martial as he continues his return from injury, and he continues his impressive goal for minutes record this season. And then in the second half you get to see the likes of Kobe Mainoo, etc. So there are a few positives from this, but overall it's just mid-season friendly, isn't it? And we've got 2 weeks now to that game against Burnley. We've got this game against Betis coming up, which would be a much more difficult test because Cadiz, you know, I think they've won like 2 games this season. They've conceded a lot of goals. They haven't scored many. They're not a great side in terms of their form this season. They were well up for it today, though. They took this really seriously, and there'll be a few of those young Manchester United players carrying knocks in the morning because they were really going into some of them challenges. But yeah, disappointing, but it's only a friendly, innit? But you got to defend a lot better, and Real Betis will be a better team. And if we defend like we did there, we could concede a few more goals. But there were a few bright moments. I'm looking forward to seeing more of Zidane Iqbal, Anthony Martial, Garnacho. I want to see more from Elanga if he plays as well. And Donny van der Beek, there was a few moments where he's running back, tracking back, and he's putting in the hard work, but it's not really happening for me, is it? Look, I know, again, it's a friendly, but it's never really happening for him. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Keep it locked. I'm out of here.